Hey everyone, how's it going? Blue right here. Today I want to talk about my expectations for Dragalia Lost in 2020. This is in no real order, I just have a list of things. So let's get started with number one. I think there's going to be a new weapon type added. If I were to guess, I would think it would be gauntlets. Now the issue is that every weapon type so far, their co-abilities cover the basic aspects of gameplay. You have your defense, your HP, your strength, critical rate, skill haste, skill damage, recovery potency. I think that's it. And then you have characters who have their own unique co-abilities. So one of the co-abilities that they're missing is critical damage. Now Mim Halloween version has critical damage. Hers is 17% at the lowest and 30% at the highest. I think if they want to do gauntlets, they can do critical damage. Obviously lower it a bit, maybe around 5% to 15% for like 5 stars, maybe something like that. And I say this because when I played Shiro Neko Project, I saw how many classes there were out there, and it was pretty astonishing to me. And gauntlets seem to be the most well-fitting thing for Dragalia's characters and this setting and all types of stuff. Not like guns or I don't even know anything else. Maybe mounted units, but that would be really weird. How would they pull that off? I'm thinking if anything, if a new weapon type were to be added, it'd be gauntlets. Next one, I'm expecting at least maybe 3 to 4 new Agito Uprising bosses, or whatever they might call them. I'm gonna assume they'll stick with Agito Uprising. And I say 3 to 4 within this year. Next up is a pretty simple one. The Halidom will most likely expand. I'm hoping it will, and only because that means there has to be more facility events and maybe even more types of buildings that we'll get sooner or later. Next up is I feel like the main storyline will probably come to completion by the end of the year. That's at least how I feel. We might be in a chapter or two short, but I feel like most likely it will end by the end of this year. So the next one is I'm hoping that every 3-star, at least within the ones who were released within like the beginning of the game to the first year, will have a 6th level mana circle. I'm gonna assume a handful of 4 stars and even a smaller percentage of 5 stars will probably get the 6th level as well, but I'm hoping every 3-star, or at least the ones introduced within that time span, get that 6th level. Maybe it'll just open up more viability for these characters, who knows. Another thing is I want to see more new events compared to old events. So if we have 10 too low. If we have 20 events in the year, I'm hoping at least 11 to 12 of them are new events. But seeing how Dragalia kind of reuse events pretty quickly, that probably won't happen. So I'll adjust it a little bit and say sequels to events. But then again, we do have the plan to release events that you can play at any time. So until that rolls out, I'm just going to say I hope a lot more new events roll out this year. And if the case were, if you could replay old events, just like Shiro Neko Project, like that game is just Dragalia. I mean, I guess I should say, because it's way older than Dragalia, Dragalia copied a lot of what it was doing. And Shiro Neko Project had a thing where you could play old events. Next one, I would really hope the Fire Emblem event comes back. And when it comes back, I hope the maps are new and we get new heroes also. The monster event is coming very soon. So I don't know what it's going to look like, what it's going to be. But again, Fire Emblem event was my favorite. It was the best one for me. So if we do get a rerun of it, I'm hoping that new characters are introduced to. Which Fire Emblem characters? I'm not sure. Maybe they would just go with mainstays. Maybe a Corrin, Robin, or maybe even the newer characters. It's a Nintendo property anyway, Dragalia. So they have free reign to do whatever they want. And speaking of crossovers, I'm going to have a separate video for crossovers I think that are going to happen. So I'm going to leave it out of this video because I want to do a separate dedicated video just for the crossovers I think and I hope that would be in Dragalia. Next up is a thing I don't know if they'll implement. I'm not sure if they can do it correctly, but I want to see solo quest. And what I mean by this, I mean a single character goes off and does a mission by themselves. It's just you and your dragon, maybe a support, but that's kind of something I want to see. I want to see at least it try to be implemented where you can test that single character to the limit. And I'm not talking about like taking out Jupiter by yourself with Ieyasu. I mean like a quest that's meant to be taken on by yourself, by one character. I think that would be an interesting thing to do. I don't want it to be just part of an event. I kind of want it to be a thing where you can do whenever you want. But the question is, what kind of rewards did you get for it? I'm not sure. Next up is I want new event types. I want to see in the survival kind of thing, where you have to survive as long as you can. And maybe it's like a time-based thing. I know mobile games normally don't like to do super long missions, but maybe in this case, like survive blank amount of minutes. But I'm hoping they can figure out new ways to create events, because I'm just looking forward to different types of play. And then last but not least, I'm going to say there's going to be around 5 to 6 Gala units. I believe the next one will come out in February, so it'll be February, April, June, August, October, and December. Oh, so it will be 6 characters. And my guesses for the characters will probably be Luca, Laxi, Alex. I'm not sure about the other 2, but I think Zethia will be there. That's why I think the ending of the story would be good, because you can add Zethia as a character, especially a Gala unit, a limited Gaim character. If anything, I would think the other Gala units might be one of the princes, maybe Leonidas. It would be really cool to get him as a character, since if you don't know, his voice actor is Gilgamesh from FGO, so it'd be really great to get him as a character. And that's all. So tell me what you guys think will happen in Dragalia in 2020. I'm excited to hear your comments, or I guess read your comments. And with that done, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.